Let's go to the tail of the tape, brought to you by Dave & Buster's, the only place to eat, drink, play, and watch sports.
You talk about the experience, but the difference between these two fighters, what really stands out to me is Gegard Mousasi has fought comfortably at 205. He has fought at heavyweight. He's very big for this weight class. Alexander Shlemenko is a big 170. He's never been a big guy at 186 pounds.
With the official introductions, here's Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on Spike, Miller Lite presents Bellator MMA from Mohegan Sun. The time has come for the main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Sanctioned by the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation, Chairman Kevin Brown, Chief of the Mohegan Tribe Lynn Malerba, supervising at cage side Mike Mazzulli and Mike Murtha. Tonight, the main event is brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. It's Miller time. And now, first introducing the blue corner. At 5'11", weighing in 186 pounds, the former Bellator middleweight world champion stands with 56 professional victories, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. Hailing from Omsk, Russia, presenting Alexander "Storm" Shlemenko. Across the cage's adversary, tonight fighting out of the red corner at 6'2", weighing in 185.8 pounds, racking up multiple championships en route to becoming one of the world's best. Tonight, he makes his Bellator debut, bringing 42 professional victories, 6 defeats, and 2 draws. Fighting out of Leiden, South Holland, Netherlands, introducing Gegard Mousasi. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, Dan Mergliata.
All right, gentlemen, let's go in the center, please. All right, gentlemen, we've been through the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times. I want you to protect yourselves at all times. If you want to touch gloves, good luck, do it now. Good luck to both of you.
75 finishes between them. 3 5-minute rounds in the Bellator MMA middleweight division. Referees Dan Mergliata. It's the main event for Bellator 185. Storm Shlemenko welcomes Gegard Mousasi to the Bellator MMA cage. The bell and round 1, the fight clock brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Cheers, it's Miller time. Mousasi in the red gloves, Shlemenko in the blue. We should mention, Jimmy, both fighters did pass their drug tests. Remember, back in 2015, Shlemenko was suspended for 3 years after testing positive for steroids. That ban was lifted. Both have tested clean for this fight.
Shlemenko to kind of push the action. He's always aggressive. I'm wondering if we'll see a takedown quick from Mousasi. That's the X factor. He has a great submission game.
Mousasi has the added incentive of already being promised an opportunity to face the winner of the Rafael Carvalho-Alessio Sakara middleweight title fight coming up in Italy in December. Shlemenko, the southpaw, coming forward.
Hard for the takedown.
Yeah, Mousasi changing levels, but
Shlemenko has a very good guillotine. He's tap dives from this spot before.
He has 4 guillotine submission wins.
And Mousasi cutting the angle, though. He's not going to let that happen.
And Mousasi has been submitted 3 times, including via guillotine choke.
Well, that was Jacare. That guy has an amazing ground game.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Of course, he also delivered an up kick.
Yeah, 1-1 with Jacare.
Yeah. Well, here is Douglas Lima, the Bellator welterweight champion. Again, he did spend time training with Mousasi in preparation for this fight. Of course, Lima preparing to face Rory McDonald for the Bellator welterweight title January 20th at the Forum in Los Angeles.
Mousasi keeping the pressure on, flinging him to the ground.
And of course, the size difference apparent there, Jimmy.
Yep.
And we've seen Shlemenko have problems in the past, including
both hooks
against
in.
Tito Ortiz.
Another neck crank.
Mousasi looking for the submission here in round 1.
That's the advantage from Shlemenko. It's the position they're in. It's very hard for Mousasi to really put stretch with his legs, but he's going hard for it.
Half of Mousasi's 12 submission wins have been via rear naked choke.
Now his right eye is swollen. Look shut, actually, yeah. That could be why we saw such a quick takedown, why he's going so hard for this submission finish.
Shlemenko has been submitted 4 times, including once via rear naked choke. Midway point of the opening round. And yes, that right eye has to be a point of concern for Gegard Mousasi.
Trying to make it a non-factor by getting the submission early.
Dropping elbows now to the side of Shlemenko's head. Shlemenko doing a good job of defending blindly.
I'm being told it was an overhand left that opened up that eye.
Early in the round.
Swelled it shut. I'm sorry, didn't open it up, but swelled it shut. But Mousasi really putting pressure on, looking for this rear naked. Shlemenko just trying everything to defend here.
Mousasi riding a 5-fight win streak. His previous 4 fights have ended via striking. Now attempting to submit Shlemenko here in round 1, coming up on the final 90 seconds of the first round.
Shlemenko is looking for his moment to turn. He's got to scrape his
body triangle. That's going to be tough.
It's very, very tough to do. Now Gegard going hard for it again, but he hasn't been under the chin yet. Shlemenko's got to turn to his right and try and face Gegard. There he goes.
Reversal by Shlemenko. And that has to be a confidence booster. Shlemenko comes out firing. And immediately Mousasi changes level, but Shlemenko defending the takedown.
He is not standing at all. He's diving in for the takedown from the outside. He might not have any depth perception. That right eye is swollen shut. He's diving for these takedowns.
Under a minute remaining, and Mousasi in a, well, almost full mount here along the fence.
Yep.
Oh, and feeding Shlemenko with a right uppercut. Shlemenko battles back to his feet, looking for the double wrist lock.
Now he's doing well in this round, but a lot of this is desperation stuff from Mousasi. He's not setting up a lot of stuff.
And Mousasi has Shlemenko's back again, under 30 seconds left.
Triangle! He has an excellent triangle. That's how he beat Dennis Kane.
He has 2 triangle choke wins on his resume. Shlemenko, though, now surging with strikes. In the final 15 seconds, he's looking for the guillotine. An eventful opening 5 minutes between Alexander Shlemenko and Bellator MMA newcomer Gegard Mousasi. The bell in round 2, Mousasi in the red gloves, Shlemenko in the blue, and you know that Shlemenko is going to try to attack that right eye if he can. This is a spinning back fist, almost gives up his back again.
Got to get off the fence as well, has to use more footwork, I think, than he's used to using. He generally moves forward and backward. He's got to angle a bit more.
Shlemenko fighting out of a southpaw stance, delivers a body kick.
Because Mousasi just wants to put his back against the fence and dive for the takedown. Oh, look at that. That is insane. He's falling right to his back. Will Shlemenko leap in, or he won't? That's a ballsy move.
The bigger, Mousasi trying to keep Shlemenko at bay. Shlemenko with a left hand to the torso, and that right eye is practically sealed shut, and the spinning back fist just misses for Shlemenko. Minute gone here in the second.
See the same thing, feinting for the leg.
And a naked takedown defense there by Mousasi. Didn't set it up.
That's what Shlemenko needs to do. He needs to make Mousasi spend energy on takedowns he's not going to get. Don't give him that one and done. He dives in and gets a takedown.
Spinning back kick scores for Shlemenko.
This is a completely different Gegard Mousasi with that eye swollen shut. He is tentative. He does not want to mix it up with Shlemenko. He's trying to put him against the fence, make this a grappling match. Shlemenko can't sit against the fence like this. He can't take away his mobility.
Mousasi switches stances temporarily, ducks under the left hand of Shlemenko. 3 minutes now remaining in the second round. A did you have? I didn't get a chance to ask you.
10-9 Mousasi in round 1. Aside from the eye, I thought Mousasi controlled most of the round, took his back. This round 2, a different story. So far, Mousasi nowhere near the ground with Shlemenko. Look at that. That was just a feint 1-2 just to get in this kind of position.
Halfway point of the round and the fight.
Shlemenko letting himself be trapped against the fence. That's what set up that takedown.
Old school foot stomp there by Mousasi.
Not a takedown, takedown attempt, I'd say. Shlemenko has to claim the center and circle.
Shlemenko continues to utilize the
Another spinning back fist.
And Mousasi trips Shlemenko and has his trying to go for his neck, but Shlemenko doing a good job of turning in to Mousasi.
Almost a high crotch position.
Under 2 minutes left in the second.
He's got to get his right arm free. Until he gets his right arm out, Gegard can spin and take his back. He has to be very conscious of that.
Mousasi feeding Shlemenko a couple of right hands under the armpit.
Drops him to the ground. He has to pull his head and his right arm out. Can't keep Gegard Mousasi there without that, because that'll happen. He'll step around and take his back.
Shlemenko still not allowing Mousasi to completely take his back. Now just drops down into the half guard now. Mousasi in top position. Try to make the most of this opportunity now in side control with under a minute 17 left in the round. Couple of short elbow strikes connect for Mousasi. And Shlemenko grabbing onto the cage, a minute left in the round. And Shlemenko does give up his back.
Just like he did in round 1, we're seeing the jiu-jitsu weaknesses. Not coming close with submissions like he did in the first round.
And his now he's going choke is his go-to submission. He has 6 on his resume, looking to make it 7, but unable to do so here with 30 seconds left in the second round.
But one thing to keep in mind with the scoring is he got the back much later in the round than he did in round number 1.
Attempting to finish.
Attempting to finish, but is it enough?
You're right. Effective striking, grappling.
Exactly.
So on and so forth.
I thought Alexander Shlemenko was more effective with the striking for more of this round.
We are through 10 minutes in our middleweight main event here at Bellator 185.
Right. Final round, let's go, final round.
Third and final round. Gegard Mousasi in his first Bellator MMA appearance in the red gloves. Former Bellator middleweight champion Storm Shlemenko in the blue gloves.
You talked in previous fights about targeting the body. That's something Shlemenko does extremely well. Liver kick, liver punch. Loves working that right side.
Spinning back kick to the liver there by Shlemenko. A blue kick by Mousasi.
What's bedeviled Shlemenko throughout this fight, he's been a little lazy with his footwork in terms of his in and out and his left to right angling. He tends to go straight back, and it's cost him when Gegard Mousasi has come in for that takedown.
Mousasi attacking the legs now with the low kicks.
Nice knee.
Knee by Shlemenko. Body kick with authority by Shlemenko and a left hand to the body.
That was the end for Brandon Halsey, for all those who saw that fight in Russia.
Spinning back fist connects for Shlemenko. Beginning to tag Mousasi here in the final round.
Same thing, reaching for the leg.
Right.
Yep, exactly. It's dangerous. He's committing with both hands, but it's worked. Can't do his back up to the fence like this. That's where Mousasi's takedown has been effective. He doesn't have much of a center cage takedown. He's never a standout wrestler. He needs you to get against the fence to really make that takedown work. Targeting the liver over and over again. When that does that, brings that elbow down, brings the hand down on that side, and he can go over top just like that.
And it brings a smile to our favorite El Guapo Boss Richards' face.
Loves those liver shots.
3 minutes left in the fight. Shlemenko picking off Mousasi here in the third round. Another liver kick by Shlemenko. Mousasi looking for the takedown. The Wizard defending for Shlemenko.
Now, same thing as last round, right halfway through the round. That's when Shlemenko finds himself pushed against the fence. Mousasi getting serious about the takedown.
Halfway
Nice turn,
to
but
the
can't
end.
hold it.
2.5 minutes left in this fight.
And here's where that size disparity really becomes evident. Great job by Shlemenko.
Takedown by Shlemenko, and Mousasi
Going butterfly guard.
look for an elevator sweep.
Or he can elevate and come out the left side underneath the arm. Shlemenko's got to back off right now. Get back to the center where he was having success.
2 minutes left. Mousasi back on his feet. Right hand by Mousasi. Shlemenko out of the southpaw stance, teeing him up for that left. Oh, telegraphing a spinning attack.
Since that eye has swollen shut, Mousasi really hasn't had an effective stand-up attack. You've seen the oblique kicks.
Oh, another good got caught with a left hand from
He
Shlemenko.
can't see the strikes on that side, and that's the power side of Shlemenko.
Final 90 seconds in the fight.
He is
Mousasi
blind.
desperate for the takedown.
On the side he really needs to see, flops to his back. Looking for that up kick that he caught Jacare with.
Yes. And Shlemenko this time trying to test the waters on the ground. Nailed Mousasi in round one with the left hand almost immediately. That right eye was swollen shut, and it's definitely hindered Mousasi's attack since, but Shlemenko, with a minute left now, what will he decide to do here?
And we've seen devastating ground and pound from Shlemenko. He doesn't seem to want to use it.
We just passed the guard there now.
Oh, nice
Mousasi
knee.
back, a knee to the ribs, and now in north-south position. Shlemenko looking for the guillotine.
I don't know how you can give this third round to Gegard Mousasi. Shlemenko's just been all over him.
Under 30 seconds left in the fight. Now blood around that right eye of Gegard Mousasi. 15 seconds left.
On my scorecard, I think we have an upset here.
Shlemenko buckled Mousasi momentarily. We're going to the judges' scorecards in this middleweight main event. Shlemenko coming on.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance in tonight's main event, we'll go to your three judges at cage side. Judge Doug Crosby, 29-28. John English, 29-28. Derek Cleary, 29-28. All three judges have it for the winner by unanimous decision, Gegard Mousasi.
A razor-thin split decision win for Gegard Mousasi. You hear the crowd. Let's go to Jimmy Smith.
I'm here with your winner, Gegard Mousasi. Gegard, that is one tough Bellator debut. Closed up the eye in the first round. Was that a big factor in the fight?
Yeah, 100%. But he's a big puncher. 2-1.
Moving forward, I know you want a title shot at 185. You seem frustrated. You seem upset. What's on your mind, man?
Well, I had a lot of pressure coming in, but yeah, the eye shut down. I had to fight on instincts.
Well, those instincts proved to be just enough, man. We'll see you again in the Bellator cage. Gegard Mousasi, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, with one eye, Gegard Mousasi survives, wins a razor-thin split decision in his Bellator MMA debut.